Parents, it's no secret that you have people who rely on you, okay? Do you have life insurance so they're protected? Don't wait until it's too late. With Fabric by Gerber Life, you can protect their future right now and protect them with the financial security they deserve. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes. You can go from start to covered in less than 10 minutes with no health exam required. So join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/dudes. That's meetfabric.com/dudes. MEET fabric.com/dudes. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good.
¿Qué onda, mi familia? Me llamo Timoteo Chantarangsu, es mi amigo David So. And this is Chicos Behind the Comida. ¿Qué onda?
¿Qué onda? Hello, my friends. Today we are going to eat a burrito.
Burrito. Oh, okay.
We have right now from a decent place. I forgot the name already. I'm sorry. If it's good, we'll mention. If it's bad, we won't. Griddled, of course, on the side. This one is the one with all the meats. Very delicious. Very fantastic. And of course, because we are watching our figures, we also have a very healthy breakfast burrito. This is one with whites, aguacate, and a ground turkey. So I give you half of mine, you give me half of yours.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go wrong with a burrito, you know?
You wrap anything in a tortilla, and you're pretty much good. Nice to see ya.
There was a time, dog, where I thought, I thought tortillas were like healthy. You know what I'm saying?
So did I, and how I used to think about it. And by the way, this is fat people thinking. I go, well, they're thinner.
Yeah.
Right? It's not big like a piece of bread.
Like a piece of bread.
So bread's way more calories.
Yeah.
And then when I added it up, it was the same.
Yeah.
I was like, and I've been eating tortillas like air. Like,
dog, I fucking thought I was just Richard Simmons, dog. How healthy I was.
It.
I was like, oh, nah. I'm not going to buy bread, bro. I'm going to make my breakfast sandwiches with tortillas. I'm going to roll up these sandwiches in a nice little tortilla. Nah, I'm going to substitute whatever I buy with a fucking tortilla. And then Rick was like, you know, it's the same amount of shit, just flat. I was like, he's like, it might even be more because it's all flat and big. And shit. I was like,
it's made with like lard.
Ugh. Wow, the deception.
That's very good.
That is yummy.
That is very delicious. All right. You guys get a fucking shout out.
What's the name, David Saul? What's the name?
The name of the spot is Egghead Breakfast Burrito. Very delicious. If you like breakfast burritos, you like the spot.
The nombre de el restaurante es Egghead. Cabeza de huevos.
Cabeza de huevos. You know, Robin Couch and I were talking about something while you were in the bathroom.
Okay, weird.
And here's the funny thing, right? Listen, if you're a fucking dweeb, stop giving people evidence to find out that you're a fucking dweeb. And I'll put this. This is a nice person, probably, most likely a fan. I put up this tweet a while ago. And for those you know, it's a if you know type of thing. And I was like, as you get older, it was something along these lines. Don't quote me on it. You guys can find the tweet later. But it's like you figure out that fucking shower sex is annoying as fuck.
Ah, yes.
Right?
It's just not worth it.
That's exactly what I was saying. And if you've had sex in the shower, you understand it's not that great, right? And so what somebody wrote, and they're like, yeah, probably for you, but when your dick is big, it's not a problem. And then I did the good thing, and I wanted to roast this person, right? But of course, everybody else ripped into this person already. Like, that's not why it's annoying, you virgin. It was the most thing that you expose how much of a virgin you are and that you've never had shower sex before. Shower sex isn't annoying because of a dick size. It's because water unlubricates it. So you have to figure out a way to not get water on your dick and then stick it in. It's like, that's not why it's annoying, you fucking virgin.
You're constantly fucking trying to spit and it just rinses off. It's just like, there was this episode of Family Guy actually where, you know, I thought maybe I was in the minority with this thought process. But this episode of Family Guy, someone was trying to smash in the shower. Maybe it was Peter Griffin. And he was like, why is it wet but still dry?
Exactly. That's so relatable because that's exactly what I thought the first time I had shower sex.
Like, I feel like the best shower sex I've had is when you kind of don't let the water hit you directly too much. You know what I'm saying? Where like, finally, maybe she's like just bent over and the water's just kind of lightly hitting y'all or something like that. You know, where you get that natural lube back in the equation.
But that's the annoying part. You have to figure out the angle with the water, or you have to move the fucking shower head. And by the way, when it's cold as fuck, now you're fucking chilly as shit. She's cold as hell too.
Or one person's hot, one person's getting too much water, the other person's fucking cold. Yeah.
Other thing on top of that, right? Water, let's say you're like, fucking, let's just warm up with the hot water, right? Well, I'm over here. This girl's sucking my dick. She's getting waterboarded at the same time.
Well, you wouldn't have that issue if you had a big penis, David. So
I didn't fucking know.
I think once you're grown enough, you take a shower, you make out a little bit because it's hot, maybe a little foreplay, and you're like, all right, let's move it to the kitchen.
Exactly. Let's move it to the backyard, baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun too.
I can't do public sex. My penis goes soft.
Well, you wouldn't have that issue if you had a quality penis, David. So
You know what? It's not making me feel good. And I'll tell you this. Can't do it.
well, check my thing out because I'm not wearing underwear, buddy.
I thought you were just about to like whip your full dick onto the table in the process of that.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I did like a full like double take.
Robin Couch, how funny would that be?
That would have actually been very funny. Like the most unexpected thing.
All right, one day, dude. One day I'm gonna fucking whip it out on you, okay?
I've seen I haven't seen his full penis, but there was a dude in high school. This guy was a fucking character. He was so weird. He was a dude that used to rap all the time, right? And he was like kind of in his thuggery. So he was like a halfway crook is what I call him. Never really a thug, but you know, kind of wanted to be and only had his foot in.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, dude.
Exactly. So this guy, he used to always say he had a huge dick, right?
Okay.
You know, you kind of like, okay, you're joking around, whatever, whatnot. But, you know, he was spending the night at my house with me and my cousin one time. And he was like, you guys for real want to see my dick? And I was like, Doc, shut the fuck. Cut that dirty shit out, homie, pause. Right? He was like, no, I'm not going to fucking show you guys, but I'll just outline it on my basketball shirt. It's like, no, I don't want to see it. And then he just kind of outlines it, soft. Bro, that shit was like, this. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, bro, what the fuck is that? He goes, yeah, I told you I have a fucking huge dick. And so he ended up getting with one of our homegirls, right? And that, you know, we know that he has a gigantic shang-a-dang on him, right? And they were like, I remember we up there were like, are you alive? She actually broke up with him because it was too uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, and he, by the way, he's like maybe an inch taller than you.
Oh, wow.
But with like fucking all the way down here, she broke up with him because it was too uncomfortable.
Couldn't handle it.
It was just uncomfortable.
Just fucking getting UTIs every week and shit.
Just tearing her shit up.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was just uncomfortable. And she said she didn't really know how to use it very well.
Oh,
so yeah, I think he was
just
trying to smash
going
it
ham,
in.
yeah.
Come on, guy.
You know, I feel like, from what I hear, that's often the problem with dudes blessed with giant peens is they think that that's all they need, so they just go ham, and there's no finesse.
You gotta know how to use it.
Yeah, gotta know how to use it. You know, I know it's an old cliche, but the whole motion in the ocean shit is facts.
It's motion in the ocean.
There was a dude I went to school with named Mikey. Huge penis. He used to whip it out in class, being funny. He would go, hey, and we turn around, he'd go, ah, and just have it out.
You want to talk about somebody on the spectrum? That's a man on the spectrum right there.
It was so big. It was crazy. I'm going to make you a drink, David. So, speaking of which, not speaking of which, that doesn't relate at all, but I'm going to make you a drink.
I think what your friend did in class is illegal.
Probably.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Right, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'll wear longer skirts.
Nah. Boys can sexually harass other boys, all right? We deserve it. We're trash.
Yes, and podcasts producers. We're allowed to sexually harass producers. Right?
Right, that is a clause in your contract.
I
Yeah.
specifically asked for it.
Yeah.
It said unlimited amount of ass jokes.
Yes, regardless of who it is. You could have been a man named Steve, and we would still be talking about your butt. All right.
Now I feel less special.
Okay, I lied. We love your butt.
Thank you.
Would you like a single or a double shot?
Let's do single, and then we'll see how crazy I get.
Okay, living single in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girls. Keep your head up. What? Keep your head up. That's right. I'm just going to make a little drink. I just grab a lemonade and I grab a Sprite. And we have some tequila. And I think it's appropriate for these delicious burritos. Muy delicioso.
Muy delicioso. Have you ever thought about just learning Spanish and just being fluent with that shit?
Yes, poquito. I think about it
Your Riz factor will go up by 100.
siempre.
Yeah. Siete segundos, no sé qué.
The Riz would definitely go. El Riz would definitely.
Like you just chilling with the homies and the homegirls one day, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're like,
Well, then I tell you, it's a good thing. Then I shouldn't learn Spanish because I won't be able to control myself, and then it'll ruin my marriage. Okay?
she's like, you can go out, but don't you dare speak that Spanish. I know that devil's language.
I'm like, babe, it's not my fault the homies scheduled salsa night on Taco Tuesday. I just want to go dance.
Did Chia speaks a little Spanish herself too?
I probably speak more Spanish than Chia.
Oh, she's only un poquito, huh?
yeah. Just comprende a little bit. Cheers.
That's so funny. I was gonna do a very mean joke to Chia one day, where after she gave birth to Q and I decided not to, I was going to face swap her on a fat person and be like, "Bitch, this is what you look like." And then right was about to send, I was like, maybe not now.
That's not nice, David.
I was gonna do it. Well, okay, hold on. The shit that she sends me is way worse.
But you're not dealing with postpartum, okay?
Oh, please. Every pregnant woman out there, oh, my ankles are swollen. I'm always hungry. 30 years of that for me, guys. Whatever pain you've been through, my whole life. I get heartburn. Me too. Me fucking too.
Well,
my breast, my nipples hurt. Same here.
well, then maybe you should do something about it, huh?
I did. I lost the weight.
When you look great.
Thank you. And that's why I'm going to eat the healthy burrito right now.
Do you like my drink that I made you?
It is fantastic, and it's one of those drinks that you drink and you just don't know until you're crazy drunk and you're sucking dick out on the street.
It's 1 shot of tequila and then about a similar portion of Minute Maid lemonade and Sprite. So it gets a little refreshing, a little sourness, a little sweetness.
Very fucking good. Let me tell you something, Tim.
Yes, David, so?
You're like one of my last remaining friends that drink.
Dude, what's up with that, dog? No one drinks anymore, bro.
Everybody's on this like healthy kick. They want to live forever. Look, I get it. I don't drink at home by myself. But if I'm with friends and we out, we gonna drink a little bit.
I tell you this, brother. I drink at home by myself. No, I'm just playing. So I don't drink at home by myself, but I'll have the occasional glass of wine by myself.
Oh, yeah, like that.
A little fucking alcoholic seltzer, right? But I had to chill with that because I was doing a little drink like over with dinner or whatever, but I stopped because now since I handle the feeding of the baby at night, I don't want to be sleepy. So, you get some wine, you might more likely knock out even harder than usual, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to wake up and shit. So I really only drink when we do this, to be honest.
Same here. But like when I'm in Hawaii and I realize when I'm at the table, I'm like, I'm the only one drinking here. Like I'm just solo doloing it out here with my glass of wine and everybody out here is just not drinking with me. And let me tell you something, I'm a social drinker. It's not very fun drinking by yourself.
So check this out, dog. Here's what I'm gonna start doing that I worked out with Chia, just so I can maintain balance and sanity as a father of 2 children. Chia gets a monthly massage, just to because she gets really bad when she gets sore, she also can get migraines. Like she's prone to getting migraines and shit. So she gets massages every month, right? Which I feel like a lot of people should. I think it's good for you.
Just got one yesterday and I'm in pain.
Oh, they go in on you. I like to relax, you know? Get a little, like, get in there, a little jack off, a little towel me down, good to go, right?
Kiss on the lips after.
Yeah. Just a little tongue kiss and then send me on my way, right?
All done, sir.
I say,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, ma'am, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, sir. This lady got a mustache. You open your eyes. Oh, God. But you liked it, so whatever.
So whatever, here's your $50 tip.
Too late to pause now, okay, boy?
So Gia gets her massages, and I was like, and so one day she asked me, on Father's Day, she was like, baby, what would your perfect Father's Day be? If you could just by yourself or like whatever, just relax, your what ideal treat day, right? And I was like, honestly, babe, I would go to the movies because I haven't been to the actual theaters in a minute.
The best.
And I love watching movies, okay?
Nothing beats a theater experience.
And as you know, I'm very forgiving of movies. So I enjoy myself, right? So I just like movies, So I miss that. And I was like, honestly, baby, I'll go to the movies, whether that's with someone or even by myself. I don't give a fuck, right? I would get a nice maybe steak or sushi dinner with the homies, have a couple drinks, maybe get a massage. I'd come home to you in some sexy, trashy outfit, and then we'd cuddle. Redacted.
And we cuddle.
And we cuddle. And that's my ideal day, right? And she was like, well, honestly, baby, like, especially now that we have the nanny, she was like, you want to start?
You can.
Yeah, she's like, you want to go to a movie? You should do that. I'm like, all right. So what I'm gonna start doing, dog, since she gets her monthly massages, at least like once a month, I'm gonna just go watch a movie. Or I told her this, baby, I got so many restaurants saved in my phone. I just want to go eat. Like, if I'm not going to a movie, I just want to take David on a little date, get some food and some drinks. Because like I said, it's only you and me out here still drinking out in these streets. I would love to just get some food, get a drink with David, because I know we would fully enjoy the meal. I promise you I won't go in like I did at that other dinner I went to with David. I won't come home plastered.
Yeah, we were pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
And that is what I would like every month, So you better clear your calendar, my boy.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you really like food, it really does matter who you bring around to these meals. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're just there just to nibble on a couple of things, watching you nibble on bullshit ruins my fucking mood.
100%.
All right? Like, let's try things that even we might not like. Mm-hmm. Let's try some different shit.
Let's
order
order a bunch of shit.
Let's order a bunch of shit, enjoy it, and then we take the leftovers, and then life's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if we out here and you're just like, oh, I don't do this. Oh, I don't drink this. I don't do that. Hey, go home. Don't talk to me. Delete my number.
Please.
All right? But then every now and then, I'll say hi to you.
Yeah, maybe give me some ass, and then I'll kick you out the next day.
Yeah, you stupid idiot. And like, listen, like I said, I'm a social drinker, right? Mm-hmm. So every now and then when I'm at home, like, my wife knows that we don't really drink a lot. But every now and then we'll have a meal and then we'll have like a glass of wine together, right? I enjoy that a lot. I actually like the taste of wine. I like feeling a little buzzed. Mm-hmm. I don't like getting smashed because I can't really do shit the next day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I get fucked. You, on the other hand, tend to bounce right the fuck back. I don't know how the fuck you do it, but I'm fucking wrecked. So I like
You're erect?
I am erect, dude. I wake up and the thing is fucking hard as shit. How dare you?
All right, well, David's going to swim his penis. We'll be right back. As a parent, your child's well-being is your top priority, okay? You want to see them chase their dreams, embrace life's adventures, and thrive in the world. But you also know that life can be unpredictable, and that's why it's important to plan for the unexpected, okay? So they can continue to thrive no matter what. Yo, life is unpredictable, man. You never know. Me and David might get into an argument. This fool might pull out a shank, slice me across the throat. take my password and take all my IG followers, because that's what he cares about, you know? And last thing I would want is my sweet little babies to not have any money to fall back on. That's why I F with Fabric, okay? Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes, okay? You could go from start to covered in less than 10 minutes with no health exam required. With over 1,700 5-star reviews, they're rated as excellent on Trustpilot. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/dudes. That's meetfabric.com/dudes, MEET fabric.com/dudes. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions. You know, it's funny, man, because it, like you said, it really is, if you're somebody who enjoys food like that, the company makes the difference, like you said. And I've heard girls say, like my homegirls that like food, that are foodie girls, that like to try different things, eat different food, a turn on is when a guy knows how to order.
Ooh, you do the misogynist thing, right? Ma'am, what would you like? I got this here, babe.
Yeah. You know what?
She wants a steak, medium rare. Hold the sauce on the side. Make sure that you, non-grilled onions, mashed potatoes, and the lady would like salad because she's watching the figure. I could never.
She's gonna have the light dressing, by the way, because you know, she's been falling off a little bit.
That'd be so fucked up.
No, what'd you say? She said she wanted blue cheese? Give her that balsamic vinaigrette.
No, hey, can you give her a steak, hold a steak?
Yeah, you just give her a little bit of that hollandaise sauce. That's it.
Robin, have you ever had that happen to you where a guy tried to order for you?
No, and I honestly don't think I would enjoy that unless he brought me to maybe like a restaurant that I'd never been to that had a really specific thing happening and I wasn't familiar. Like hypothetically, let's say I'd never eaten sushi before and a guy brought me to have sushi, I would probably want him to just like order the sushi because I wouldn't know what to do. But if we were at like just an Italian restaurant, don't tell me what kind of pasta to get.
It's like, I'm familiar with this shit. Look at my skin color.
Yeah.
But if like a Japanese dude, it's like, hey, hold on.
You ever had a meatball?
Let
Let me tell you, this tastes like a pussy, which I'm hoping to get tonight.
I didn't mean for that to come off race related, but it totally was like this Japanese
I like
restaurant
it, though.
versus white people.
Man, and look, I think specifically my homegirl wasn't necessarily even saying order for her, but I think she was saying as somebody who enjoys food to see a guy who's like, hey, you know what? Hey, how about we get an appetizer? We'll get this and this and that, and how about this and that? Was more of a turn on for her than somebody who's like, oh, what am I looking at? You know what I'm saying? And for sure, it's kind of rare to have people that you can actually eat with the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody has that attitude of, sure, let's try it all.
Let's dig in. Let's try. Why the fuck not? You don't fucking know if you like it or not. Just give it a fucking go.
I'll tell you this though. When you're growing up broke, which we both did, you order differently. You know what I'm saying?
I look at the number first, and then I look at what's on the menu after.
I did not gain weight until I got some money.
Oh, I was already fat. When I got money, I got fatter. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I would go to the restaurant. Whatever I wanted,
Yeah, bro.
I got it. I don't care.
Remember those days of when you first was getting money and it's like, I'm gonna get 2 appetizers.
Oh, why not?
We're gonna try fucking 2 different entrees. Oh, dessert? I don't even like sweets like that, but let's try some fucking dessert.
Garçon!
Pardon me.
Pardon-moi!
And you know, you get to that point where, and I was just going in at all restaurants, you know, like just ordering whatever because I could, you know what I'm saying?
There was a point, there's this photo that we need to find. I don't know where it's at, but it's me, Bart, and Joe. And this is when money was so good. We ate everything, and it was the fattest all three of us have ever been together at the same time. And it was gross. All of us were, like, Bart was like 230 pounds. I was like 260, and then Joe was like 190, and we were so fucking fat.
My God.
Because we would just go in, and, you know, at the time, like JK was all about, hey, man, we all grind it out together, so whatever everybody wants to eat, you just fucking eat. And so, obviously, it bit them in the ass, because they were like, okay, we spent way too much money. But, you know, it was just a way for them to show, like, you know, hey, we all grinded together, let's eat together. But we went hardcore. I'm talking about, we went to this yakitori spot, it'd be like, hey, there's Kobe skewers. Like, yeah, get as many as you want.
Oh, I know that yakitori spot, the one that like they love to go to.
Yeah, and dog, it's like you're just eating cubes of fat the whole time. And of course, me, you know, I'm getting a little Sapporo beer.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, bro, so fucking good, man. And those were the days where you're like, I remember I was so poor, I would look at the fucking menu, I looked at the price, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna get that, but we gonna split this maybe.
Yes, bro.
And no drinks, because the drinks is gonna put it over, and I wanna fill up on food.
Dog, there was a time where I was so broke, and there was a girl who I was obsessed with. Before she went to school, she started going to college in Atlanta, right? I knew her from Long Beach, and she was back in town one day, and we were getting lunch, and I was like, let's go to lunch, right? She wanted to go to Red Lobster, right? So normally, you know, when I got money and I'm going to Red Lobster, it's like, I'm gonna get some fucking lobster. I'm gonna get a steak and lobster situation, right? And I'm so, it's funny because I'm so bougie now. It's like, now if I want to take a girl out, I won't take no fucking Red Lobster, you know? I'm like, let me go to a not chain restaurant, right?
Please.
But back then, it's like, oh, Red Lobster, we eating fancy today.
Delicious.
Which is great. Oh, those fucking biscuits.
Hey, undefeated.
Ooh-wee.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
So we went, and I'm looking like, I'm gonna just get this little lobster pizza appetizer, which was $9.99. And she knows me. And she was like, you know your hungry ass wants more than that little pizza, right? But in my head, I'm like, I cannot afford anything else.
Nah. See, obviously what you don't know is I had a sandwich before I came here.
Yeah, like I'm you know, I'm doing a thing, girl. I'm doing a thing. You ever heard of intermittent eating a little bit sometimes? I'm not allowed to actually eat until 2.
I thought you heard of this thing. It's called intermittent. I'm poor as fuck.
You ever heard of intermittent spending?
I'm poor as shit right now. But you get what you want. But I'm gonna have this little crouton, my little crouton.
Yeah, dude. I was just like,
That's so
I was
funny.
like, no, I'm just not that hungry. We're good. But I'm like, oh man.
But see, that might work with you because you're skinny. Like if I did that shit, they're like, I'm not that hungry. Like, listen to me, you fucking fat fuck. You hungry as fuck because you're over here watching me and I'm doing this. Fucking food coming out the side of my mouth.
You're fucking sucking on her toes.
My eyes are all sunken in. Please, can I have something?
you pull a cheeseburger out of your pocket.
I'm just waiting for her to offer me some food. It's like, would you like a bite? Yes! Fuck, man. You're waiting the whole time.
Yeah, man. Bad times, bro.
It's kind of cool because Mariel, when we first started dating, she was pursuing her dream to be like a part of animation and going to the producing side. So she was doing a lot of internships, so she wasn't making a lot of money. So I was paying for everything. Not even to hold it against her, just like, of course, that's my lady. Like, she's not making a lot of money. I make good money. I'm going to pay for fucking everything. But there was a point where she was just like, I remember, she just goes, I got this. And I heard the angels sing. And I was like, what the fuck did I just hear? And she paid for our first meal. And guess what? After a while, she pays, I pay. She pays, I pay. And it feels kind of nice. I enjoy it very much.
The difference is when you pay for dinner, you're like, all right, you know what tonight means. And then when she pays for dinner, she's like, all right, baby, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit. I paid tonight.
I'm sleepy.
Would you like another one? How you feel, David?
I would like it mixed so I could sip on it.
Yeah, that's what I did the first time.
Yeah, I know, but I drink it really fast.
Man, I tell you, that's your problem, David. So you have no pause button. You don't pause.
I can't pause. It's not the way I live. Because if I second guess something, I just don't do it. So now I go fucking balls to the fucking wall, my guy. Whatever I do, balls to the fucking wall.
Balls to the fucking wall. Ooh. Hold on a second. Just gonna pour myself a little drink here, guys. Hold on a second, all right? You know, it's like we haven't drank together in a long time.
It's fantastic. I'll tell you this, man. Find yourself a lady that's out there. that wants to pay for a meal every now and then, right?
It's nice.
Yeah, sometimes though she'll be doing the thing where she's like trying to pay, but I know she doesn't want to pay because suddenly she forgot where her wallet is, and she's just searching for it. Have you seen that clip of the guy just fucking making music?
Yes.
That's what she looks like, looking for a wallet, and I'm like, okay, it's been 10 minutes. I get it. I'll pay.
I'll tell you this, David. So, especially when it's like first couple dates, I appreciate when a girl pretends, even if I know
Oh, it's very nice.
she's not even gonna actually pay. I appreciate the, oh my God, you don't have to, oh, okay, fine. I appreciate that over the,
You need at least that.
over the like, of course you're gonna pay. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. That often happens, and I don't know if any women can agree with this as well, or men. The girls that are so used to be treating like a princess because of their looks, they always expect it.
Yeah.
Right? Because a guy will, like if a guy's not used to being around a girl that's very beautiful, they jump on it. They go like, I got this. Bet, thanks so much. Bet, you're like the sweetest. And that in turn from what they receive for the meal being paid is like great for the guy. They love that this hot girl called him babe and said thanks. For me, if I know the relationship is platonic, right? And that's the stage that I'm in because I'm married now. Well, we splitting.
Oh.
Even if I want to pay, it's just more like, no, you get this from everybody. You don't get it from me.
But what if your platonic friend is ugly?
Oh, they're paying for the full meal. Because I had to sit there and stare at their face and not throw up for a whole hour. No, I'm kidding. I'm usually the ugly one. But I'm like, so you're paying, right?
Well, you know what I was doing for a while? Like when Chia was out of, like, you know, when me and Chia were still doing long distance, I would still want to fucking go to restaurants sometimes, right? And so Rick was my boy, but like, my YouTube money was hitting, right? So I would be like, hey, Rick, man, my girl is in Canada. I really want to try this nice restaurant. You down to go on a man date? Like, I got you, bro. I'll pay for everything. I just really want to try this new restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say Rick as my little man date, just because I wanted to try different places, you know?
Oh, 100%. And by the way, too, I think it might be like an Asian male thing or like a Korean thing. Korean people always like to pay for the fucking meal. So, like, I had to learn how to stop doing that because, like, you just start seeing this bill rack up. I would pay for everything. I mean, when money's good and you're making good money, it's like you want to take care of your friends all the time. But I just stopped doing it because now marriage is like, hey, you're married and you have to be financially more responsible. You can't be fucking spending like $4 or $5 grand on your friends just because you want to be the guy that pays.
I know.
And I'm like, oh, God, like I've been doing it for so long though.
I know.
So now it's like, okay, like they're not poor. So it's like, why do you have to do this? It's like, all right, that's right. I should split.
But did you tell her it's a tax write-off?
Yes. I was like, everything. She goes, really? $6,000 is a tax write-off? Fucking relax, guy. So I'm like, oh, that's right. You should be able to split.
Well, I tell you what, man. If there's one thing that's kind of made me feel like I should start being more frugal with my spending, it's these goddamn private preschools that we've been looking at.
Expensive, bro.
For Veda and also, you know, Q now. Anything I look at for Veda, I'm like, oh shit, in a year and a half or two, I gotta double this because both of these motherfuckers will be in school. And bruh, I tell you this, dog. These private preschools we've been looking at for Veda, which are great, like really quality shit. Like I love that there's a big emphasis on prioritizing not just regurgitating books, but teaching people how to teaching kids how to be human beings. You know what I'm saying? Learning for themselves, you know, all around learning, not just facts and shit, right? They're expensive to the point where one of these preschools, dog, is more than what I was paying when I was going to college.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, man. I'll tell you this, fuck that. My kids are gonna learn in a dumpster with all them street rats. And they still know how to shoot dice at a young age. She's like, Daddy, this is how you fold the cardboard against a business that you're not supposed to be next to.
Teach them how to hustle.
hustle a little bit. She got the 2 little cute little baby cups, sippy cups. Hey, which one is the nicest? I was like flipping it around. I wish I sold drugs. Oh.
Yeah, that would be the easy way, huh?
I'll tell you this, man. It's weird. Now that you get a little older, you think about things that are a little different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't think about where your money goes as much until you start having kids, is what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm getting older and I'm thinking about, you know, purchasing a home and then kids, I'm like, okay, let me budget a little better now. Because I just and I'm not a reckless spender, but I've never saved money for specific things, right? So it's like, I want a house, so X amount of my paycheck is going to go to this. And, you know, Asia Dang, she does it so well. She budgets everything to an extreme degree.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think that's actually how responsible people live.
Yeah.
And I just never did it, you know? So I'm like, okay, now it's time. So now Mariel, my wife is amazing at like spreadsheets and organizing things. So whenever money comes in, I log it in and then it automatically calculates how much I have to leave out for this and that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's just pretty amazing.
What the fuck?
My lady's kind of cool, dude.
That's weird.
Very weird.
That's cool, though.
It's very cool, but it's helped out a lot specifically with finances because now it's like, okay, now I really see where my money's going into. It's like, okay, did you need to buy those 30 things on Amazon, David? Do we even have space for this stuff?
We're going to take a break. Be right back.
Let's count down and send a wish out through the air. Just do that Care Bears countdown. Just when you need them, they'll be there. Don't be afraid when clouds are brewing in your heart. If you can dream, just send a wish out in the dark and do that Care Bears countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I tell you what, bro. A purchase that I'm going to make, and I don't give a fuck, that is expensive. Also, I'm going to write it off as a business expense because I am going to make videos about it. Those fucking Apple goggles, dog.
Listen,
Damn, shit's crazy.
I want that so bad.
Yes.
Like I've never seen, first of all, the way that they designed it is really fucking amazing. And people are kind of freaking out about the price, right? They go, this is really expensive. But you have to understand, those things aren't just like proprietary goggles. You're actually buying a whole ass computer.
Yeah, bro.
It's an actual computer. So you should be able to do everything that you want to do on that thing.
Did you watch the demo video?
It's unreal, dude. And listen, I know I shouldn't be saying this, right? But I can't wait to watch porn on it.
Oh my God, it's like you're gonna be in the room.
I literally cannot wait. You get it, but don't masturbate on it until I try it.
I don't think there's gonna be a point where I ever like masturbate on it.
Okay. Oh, that's not how that works. I don't even put on the goggles. I place it on the table and I just
Yeah. You pay an extra $50 and you place that little hole. There's like a fucking fleshlight in the side for you.
I'm like, Tim, this kind of sucks, man.
Oh no, the suck feature is on the other side, dude. The shit that sold it for me, the whole shit was dope for me, right? But like the fact that like when they were in the plane and you could put on and watch a movie and like fucking make like the whole shit a screen. Oh, so sick.
There's this other, there are other brands where it's just, it's not AI, but it's just a glass and it's a full, technically like a 60-inch OLED TV screen in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's only $300.
Oh, word?
And it's pretty, like I read reviews on it. It's like for those people who aren't really interested in the AR aspect of it, where they just want to watch movies and do like computer shit on it. Bro, on the plane, genius. Laying back, you're not like looking at, you could just lay back like this and then watch I want to do that in bed.
Yeah.
Like fuck having a TV in the room. Put on the glasses and the audio goes through your ocular bone.
Dog, once I get them shits, Veda might never see my face ever again.
Daddy's blind.
Because I'm going to be all up in the house answering emails, fucking like Minority Report. It's going to be sick, dog. I can't wait.
She is going to know when you're doing porn because she'd be like this.
Or like this.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny, bro. Here's what's funny is now that we got these security cameras in the actual house, right? We got cameras in the living room and in the just different parts of our house. Now I was like, okay, where can I jerk off where Chia can't check the cameras, right? It's a couple little pockets of the living room now where I know the blank spots are. So now I'm like, I gotta take the laptop to the fucking dining room table in the corner to jerk off when everyone's asleep.
Listen, I've seen the footage, and Tim just randomly comes out of his cupboards. It's like, that's his only safe space.
Yeah. The refrigerator is open for 20 minutes.
You come out, you're cold as shit. But you look so relaxed at the same time.
I'm cold, but I'm sweating.
Babe, what were you doing there? I was cleaning the refrigerator. All right, shut up.
She's why is it so sticky still?
Shout outs to your mom, dude. Doc, this will show me a video clip. I laughed so hard I fell to the floor because it was so unexpected, dude. I've never seen your mom just fucking do one of these at you, like motherfucking dog.
Like, what? You scared?
Yeah,
So, all right. So for context here, for whatever reason, so Veda was napping in her nursery, and Q was asleep in his little snoo bassinet. And, you know, once you get both babies asleep at the same time, it's a blessing, okay? My parents came over for a little visit. And mind you, when Veda is napping, we keep her room pitch black, all right? I'm like, yeah, Veda's napping. She's chilling. For some reason, I see my mom walking to the back of the house. I'm like, that's weird. We got a bathroom right here. Why would she go to the back of the bathroom for? I don't know. I'm like, there's no way she's going to Veda's room. Veda's asleep. I see her reach for Veda's doorknob. I'm like, what are you doing? She even creaks the door open. I close it. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I want to go look at Veda. I'm like, Veda's asleep. Leave her alone. Veda's napping. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm kind of like scolding her, and she hits me with a little, Bro. It's like, what? And I caught on the cameras, and I showed David.
Dog, I was dying laughing. I never seen a mom just fucking square up on their child, dude. That shit was crazy, dude. She fucking straight up squared up on you like she was a homie.
Like, what?
Yeah, it's literally one of those things. I was like, bro, your mom's gonna fuck you up.
I didn't flinch, though.
No, you didn't.
Come on, man.
You went right into her face. You're like, do what, motherfucker? Yeah, do something. Jump. Leap, Rocky, leap.
I'll fucking swing on my mom before she wakes up these babies, bro. You don't know how difficult it is to get them both down at the same time. My mom would have caught these hands.
Dude, that shit was so fucking funny, man. Just like the first of all, it's like the audacity. It's like, why the fuck would you wake up these children? It's so hard to get this moment.
Something happens, man. Something happens when parents become grandparents. They all common sense just kind of goes out the window. You know,
They start feeding them like adult Tylenol and shit. Just,
God. I mean, that's not completely like
Yeah.
that's not off, bro. Cause like, you know, the thing about our parents, right? They'll say shit like, I raised you. I know what I did. You turned out great. But I'm like, 30 years ago, dude.
Times have changed.
Not that I'm 30 yet. I'm just saying. David, I'm talking about David. 30 fucking years ago. And so they'll bring in, like, you know, when Veda got kind of sick, my mom's like, rub all this Vicks on her chest,
That's
right?
way too harsh.
On her feet. And I'm like, you guys, it literally says on the label, don't use this shit on babies. You know what I'm saying? They got baby Vicks for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they won't accept it until you fucking, multiple times I've had to Google, screenshot, send to my parents, no chutney.
No chutney. No.
No.
No. No.
And they don't get it, man.
I don't believe
It's
it.
a struggle. Just wait, man. Just wait till you have kids, bro.
Asian parents are like like I said, the Asian parents are the funniest creatures ever because I've never seen a culture so obsessed with their children to be successful in the most traditional way possible as being like doctors and lawyers, but they won't listen to doctors or lawyers.
Oh,
Like,
boy,
that
that's a
shit-
bar.
That shit is like has been the most weirdest thing that I've ever seen. Like I've gotten to arguments with my dad about it. I'm like, hey, you're now pre-diabetic because you're bad food. You'll eat this, right? And they're like, no, I don't believe in that. I'm like, the doctor literally told you. And all you talked about was how amazing, like my best friend, he's a doctor. He goes, oh, it's so cool how he's a doctor. You don't listen to them anyways. So why the fuck does it matter?
Bro, when I caught COVID, when I had COVID, my parents, my dad, so he's supposed to be sleeping with this little fucking CPAP fucking oxygen mask, right?
Oh, he gets COVID. Done.
Yeah, so he dropped it off for me. They're like, use this when you sleep so it'll help your like lungs or whatever the fuck, right? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm supposed to be. They're like, have you been using it? I'm like, no. They were like adamant that I use this shit. I fucking had to get. Luckily, I vlogged the exchange. Like I told the vlog viewers, so many comments from like medical.
Do not use it.
Do not use this because using that shit when you have COVID can spread whatever the fuck. I had to send him screenshots, and my dad was like, "Oh, okay, my bad,
My bad. My bad. I could have killed you.
my bad." Yeah, and it's like they don't listen, man.
Like one of the things too, because my parents are also older, and I was like, hey, listen, I'm not like hyper frightened that you guys are going to be affected. You guys are relatively healthy, but just to let you know, like use these KN95 masks, right? The cloth mask, useless.
Yeah.
So my mom sends me this photo of her using the mask. Tell me why this shit was at her chin.
Oh,
And I was like, okay. Put it over your fucking face.
she's wearing it as a bikini bottom.
Yeah. I was like, she goes, perfect. And then I throw up immediately. I was like, put it over your face.
Yeah.
Right? And she goes, why? And I'm like, because that's the purpose of the mask. Because we already knew that we found that the cloth masks were useless, and then we found that KN95s are probably the most effective.
Yeah.
So I sent her a bunch, right? I was like, also too, switch that out every like 4 or 5 hours.
Right.
And I had to tell her this, I told her this early on, and I was like, are you switching out the mask? She goes, no, you've been the same one for 2 weeks.
Dude,
I'm like, it's useless then, dude.
old Asian parents will wear their fucking masks until it's just the string left. Until it's just the ear string left off and nothing else is there. Just the string going over their
No,
nose.
they just tie the string up. Done.
God.
That shit, during pandemic, that was the most annoying thing of how annoying my parents were. And I just was talking to her, I was like, do you think that makes fucking sense? She goes, it's uncomfortable. I was like, I know it's uncomfortable, but you work in a business where hundreds of people come in every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, if you can reduce the risk, I'm not saying it's going to work 100%. We know that. But if people in the hospital wear it because it reduced the risk, just try to reduce the risk.
COVID was a crazy time, huh?
Oh, Doug, I don't miss it. By the way, I'm going to put this out here. I don't care what anybody fucking says. If there's another mask mandate, guess what? I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm not doing it. You can mandate these nuts. I'm not doing it.
You're not feeling it?
I'm not feeling it, all right?
Why?
Because I was so paranoid about COVID that I hyper researched it every fucking day for like 6 months straight.
Yeah.
Masks can be effective, right? But the idea that I have to wear it at all, unless everybody in this world is changing out their mask every 2 hours, which is what you're supposed to do, fucking useless. So I'm not doing it.
I'll tell you what.
I'll stay away from you, but I'm not doing it.
I very much, I mean, yeah, I don't do it as much now because you don't have to, because it is uncomfortable. But when we were supposed to wear masks on planes, I loved it. Because
Oh, I still do.
I could sleep with my mouth open.
Yes.
And not worry about it. I now I just kind of put my hood all over my face, but I also feel like motherfuckers got like, it's people. I don't even wear masks like on planes for COVID anymore. I wear it because I think people are just disgusting.
Hey, so I got into a conversation with somebody. It wasn't an argument.
Yeah.
But this person was trying to clown me because I was wearing a mask on the plane. And I learned this. Mariel was wearing masks on plane before COVID.
Yeah.
Because of the sleeping thing. Because she sleeps with her mouth open when she's in a plane. So you put a mask over your face. So I was about to sleep. I put on a mask on. They're like, so you're still one of them maskers, right?
A stranger?
Stranger. The person sitting next to me. And I immediately went, bing. And I looked over at him. And I was like, pulled my mask down. And I was like, I'm doing this so you don't have to smell my stink-ass breath. And he was like, oh, I thought you were one of them crazy maskers. And that day, I wasn't having it. And I was like, so what if they are?
Yeah.
Like, why is it? It's like, hey, bro, listen. so what? It's like, you ain't got to go out of your way to make somebody feel uncomfortable. I was like, for me, I'm wearing a mask because I snore and you don't want me laying on your shoulder and drooling on you, all right? I was like, by the way, Asian people been wearing masks since before COVID. So it's like, hey, come on, man, don't be doing all that. He goes, I'm just saying. And it's like, I know you're just saying, but come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to agree. Like, that's fucking unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I get it. Like, if you're sensitive like Snowflake, and he just kept doing it. And then the person next to him was like, yeah, why are you bringing that shit up? He was sandwiched between us.
Yeah.
And the guy was just like, okay, I get it. I understand. And I was like, yeah, because like, look, we could have gone this whole flight. You didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, if you want, I could take off this mask and start drooling all over you.
Yeah.
But, I was making jokes about it. So I was lightening up the situation by making jokes. But it's like, why'd you go out of your way to say that to me?
You should have said, I don't want to smell your stank ass breath.
I legit was going to be like, it's because I have a COVID. I have a crazy COVID right now.
Actually, the way the air on airplanes is filtered, it's actually a little bit safer. It's obviously not guaranteed, but during like peak COVID times, it was spreading more in airports.
Ah, yes.
And also on airplanes, pre-COVID, I learned that you were more likely, like if you always caught a cold or something after being on a plane, it was more likely because they never clean the armrests or the tray or like the surfaces. So I always wipe all that stuff down when I get on an airplane.
Oh, Robin Couch. Planes are disgusting.
Filthy.
Horrible.
And, I didn't learn this until later. Even when you get your fucking like little blanket and shit, plastic wrapped.
They be clean that.
They don't clean shit. They just fold it and wrap it in plastic again. And I knew that when I ripped it out the plastic, it was feeling brand new, and there was a hair on it. And it's like, yo, okay, y'all don't do shit in between flights,
That's why even when you kind of joked, you're like, hey, you should stop by after the plane. I'm like, nope. I was on a plane. I'm not coming around no babies.
I appreciate
It's
that.
fucking gross and disgusting.
Yeah.
What I do right after a plane, I don't understand people who don't do this. I get off, I come home, I take a shower immediately. Take off all those fucking clothes.
Throw it in the laundry. Yep.
Fucking gross, dog.
Yeah, bro.
I don't play that shit, dude. I like to be clean. I can't be fat boy stinky, ever.
You have a Mile High Club?
I'm too fat. I'm way too fat and I'm way too big. And once again, I have anxiety. Do you think I could walk up, people are like, oh, that guy was a fucky. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it at all.
I've done it twice, and as someone who loves doing things in public, look, I wouldn't say it was an enjoyable experience,
But it's different.
Just to say you did it and the fucking rush and the thrill, it's fucking lit, dog.
The only thing that has ever happened to me was me in an ocean in a floaty and a girl gave me a hand job in the ocean.
Ooh, that's fun.
That was fan-fucking-tastic. Great memory.
So you do like doing things in public.
Not really, because you can't really see it, and we were far off away
True
from
that,
the,
true that.
You know what I mean? Like there was zero chance unless somebody was snorkeling, and they just saw my dick in their face and this little puff of just. But dude, that was amazing. And I just remember I didn't have enough energy to swim back.
So you just like hung on to one of your little sperms and they swam you back to shore.
I got some seaweed, I tied it around the tail.
I imagine all your sperm floated to the top and picked you up like you were fucking Christ, and they swam you back to the shore.
But it was
dog.
super fast, so you see the waves ripple.
Wow, what a visual.
Like a jet ski.
That's beautiful. Yeah, like you're like fucking dolphin at SeaWorld. Man, are we allowed to go to SeaWorld again?
I really want to, because I haven't been there in a long time.
Bruh, I want to too, but like,
Hey, but they're already in there.
I feel like
I can't change it. They're already there.
I feel like there would be that's a fact. I feel like there would be so much backlash just in our comments and shit. Even though SeaWorld is still like doing really well business wise, but I almost filmed a I was gonna say let's do a When Foodie Calls at SeaWorld because they have like a whole like a food festival thing they do, and I was like, and I asked Twitter, all I asked was like, do people still go to SeaWorld or is it not a good look? And like the comments were kind of 50-50. I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone just because I don't feel like dealing with it. But
Bet y'all still went to SeaWorld though. Everybody who thumbs downed it.
shit. I mean, and look,
When am I gonna see a killer whale, man?
have you never been to SeaWorld?
I have, and I saw a killer whale and actually scared the shit out of me because I didn't realize how fucking gigantic they were.
Yeah.
And I was scared shitless. I'm like, I do not want to be in the water with something like that.
When was the last time you went to the zoo?
San Diego Zoo with you.
We went to the zoo?
We were there with me, you, and Chia.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last time I went to the zoo, San Diego Zoo.
Oh, how fun. Guess what? Now we can take Veda with us.
Oh, that's going to be exhausting.
No, dude, Veda's like, oh, she'll love it, dog. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Actually, like, zoos are actually kind of more fun with kids because you get to see their wonderment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, wow.
Yeah. We're jaded now, bro. We're like, oh, what's that? A fucking gorilla? Whatever.
Yeah, whatever, dude. You think you're so cool because you're buff naturally?
Just because you have amazing bone structure? What the fuck?
I know. Fuck you, bro.
David, so what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal when I was a kid, surprisingly and funny enough, was actually not a possum.
Really?
The dumbest thing ever.
That's, probably one of the last things I was expecting you to say.
So I actually love wildlife a lot.
Okay.
My parents know this because when I was a kid, I would only ask for wildlife books. So I always knew like random facts about like fish and whatever. And Mariel found this out when we were in Korea. We went to an aquarium.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's a nurse shark. This. She's like, what? Hold on a second. What are you, fucking Aquaman? Like, what the fuck do you know so much about fish?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, oh, I was obsessed when I was a kid.
Huh.
So if you go into my house, I could find all these books of just like sea creatures and animals and stuff. But so there was a book that I had that was specifically about North American animals. And the possum was one of the first few pages. And I really enjoyed the fact that they could hang upside down and they learned how to play dead.
But they're so ugly.
So, well, not in the photos. They were cute as shit. And so, but then I found out as I got older, when I was reading about possums, when they play dead, they actually shit on themselves.
Oh, to put off that like decomposition.
Yes,
yeah.
and it smells fucking horrendous.
Right,
Dude,
right.
it's disgusting. And when as an adult, I remember I looked back at possums, I'm like, these are rats.
Giant rats.
They are gigantic fucking rats.
Yeah.
And beady little fucking eyes, sharp ass teeth. And I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Have you seen one in real life?
Yes.
Disgusting.
When I was in Riverside, I had a homie named Dane, and he was on campus security. And so in the study level at this one study lounge, right, outside, it's just all glass windows around the whole thing. And so this dude, Dane, fucking dumb. He's like on campus security, and we see him outside, and he's like, this is a fucking gigantic ass possum, right?
Ugh.
And he's looking at it. He's like, bro. And we're like cracking up. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing there? And he's like looking at the possum. And the possum looks at him, doesn't even play dead. And it fucking lunges at him.
Oh!
Like that. And he freaks out. He has pepper spray. He starts spraying the possum because it was going to bite him.
Yeah.
And so he starts spraying the possum. This fucking possum runs away. He's screaming. Dude, I'm dying laughing in the study hall. I got kicked out because I was laughing too hard because I couldn't breathe. It was fucking hilarious.
I would not fuck with no possums, dog. That's probably one of the most hideous animals I've seen in real life. Like, ugh. Especially when it's like 1 a.m. and you're coming home and you fucking just see one in your tree or your driveway. You're like, fuck.
You know what's cute as shit? Skunks.
Oh, skunks are adorable.
There's a skunk in my backyard right now. I don't know how it gets in there every time, but I know it's there because you could. So skunks will do something in defense. Well, they'll get in a defensive position, like an offensive position. Where they pounce and go.
Oh, really?
They'll do that, and you could hear like the leaves rustle or hit the grass. So whenever I hear that, I'm like, "There's a skunk," and I see him. He's just ready.
Oh,
Like, I dare you to come closer, motherfucker. I'm gonna spray that ass. So I just look at it, I go, "Hello," and I walk away.
and he goes, "Mon ami, bonjour."
And he starts sexually harassing me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would you like this cocktail I made for you?
Speaking of cocktail, emphasis on cock.
Oh, socle bleu.
Sacre bleu, I'll tell you this. If you say no, it means yes. If you say yes, it means even more yes.
I tell you what, I'm a fan of the red pandas. I think they're the cutest little things.
Absolutely adorable. Otters are cute as shit too.
Yeah.
But they're fucking loud as shit.
Are they?
Dude, they squeak and squawk so fucking much, man.
You know what animal makes noise that people don't know? Fucking apparently giraffes snore and bark and all types of shit. Yeah, but
I've never heard a giraffe
like
make a noise.
at night, apparently. Giraffes just be making noise, dog.
That's why I feel this sound.
my BGC. My bad, shawty.
That's still my favorite account. This will introduce me to this fucking account of
Yeah, we talked about it.
Kermy Does Omegle.
Yeah.
It's still fucking funny, dude.
My bad, shawty.
My bad, shawty. What's going on, shawty? Yeah, I've been chilling here with my BGC. What's BGC? And he whips out the cucumber. Oh my
It's the best.
There was one girl that kind of played along with it.
Yeah.
And she was like,
I'll suck it.
And she was like,
Oh, God.
He was like, damn, shawty.
The best. Shout out to kermydoesomegle. All right, y'all. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Dudes Behind the Foods and checking out our fucking our cocks. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm Tim Chantaronxu.
And I'm David So. That's lady, shawty.
Yo, it's the dudes behind the food.